We're at Auto Sports Fox Chapel location, and today we're going to present a 1967 Oldsmobile 442, the real deal car. It's a real 442, not just a plain Cutlass. Car had a complete freshen up on it, show quality chrome done on the front and the rear bumpers. The car's been dusted over very lightly on the original color of yellow that this one was. It was Saffron Yellow, I believe. Was the name in 67 for this car. The original louvered hood. We're going to go over the car for you and show you everything that we can. Any inequities that we can find, we'll point out to you. On the front of the car, the linearity of the hood is spot on. This side and this side, you can see the gap is about 1/8 of an inch. Lines up perfectly in the front. And again, I mentioned the rechromed front bumper, show quality chrome 442 designation in the grille, just the way it was. The anodization on the headlight buckets is as nice and fresh and clean as you could ever hope to find. The paint on this car is really a nice paint job. It's been really well applied. Just recently done. There's no body work that had to be done on the car. It is a rust-free vehicle. We'll go around and show you. And Anthony will have a slew of undercarriage photography for you so that you can see the floorboards and the drop-downs and everything else. And we'll point out everything in the trunk for you too. But nice, straight, rust-free car. Okay, going down the side of it, obviously it has a louvered hood just the way it should be for 67. Going down the side, you can see the trim on the wheel wells and along the rocker panels is just nice and fresh looking. Correct style 14-inch road wheels. They're made by Kelsey Hayes. They're same as the SS wheels came, and the Mopar wheels, of course, and Ford Magnums. Wiper arms and blades are the correct style arms and blades for this car. The trim around the front window, which happens to be, and by the way, there's no marks or anything on this windshield to show that there's any wiper marks or scratches or any marks through the years. The trim around the window itself, I don't see any indentures whatsoever in it. It's all really nice. And again, the glass is tinted with a sunshade and just as nice as can be. The correct mirror, driver's side only in this era. That's what you got. Where normally this thing has a lot of patina on it, your wing area, this one does not. It's very, very light. I can't feel it really. I can see a little bit of it. You might be able to take it and polish it off. The rubber around the wing on this side is the original rubber, and it's deteriorated. It's not where you have to replace it yet, but you can see some cracks in it. So the rubber on this wing is it's original. It just needs to be refreshed. The wipes, whiskers, whatever you want to designate them, on the doors are nice and fresh looking. The rubber that goes to the back quarter glass is just as fresh as can be. Little tiny patina on the door handle, but original door handles, 442 designation on the front. You can see the gap on this door in the front and around your A-pillar is just perfect, just the way it should be. And across the cowl area also. That gap there is just spot on also. Can't be any nicer than it is. Gap on the rear of the door, perfect, is the way it was in the front. Just as nice as can be. And it opens and closes just as it should. And again, you know, the trim on this window, where normally these things are deteriorated, this one is not. It's pretty fresh and clean. The drip rail molding, no marks or dents in them. Nothing's fallen through them or against it through the years. Just as nice as can be. Looks like there's tinted glass in this car too. Looks like it might have come that way. Original style pinstriping from the factory. And again, you can see the long part of the rocker panel areas, just as nice as can be. There's no heel marks or dents or anything in your rocker panel molding. The trim on this car around the fender lips is absolutely no marks whatsoever. And the fender lip, where the quarter panel and the inner fender come together, just as sharp as they were when they were brand new. There's no work ever been done on this quarter panel. The drop downs the same way, just as nice and fresh as can be. You can feel the sharpness of them, the way they come together. Apparently the car at one point of its life must have had a vinyl top on it, because it does have the trim around the base of the car, the top itself, you know, where a vinyl top had been installed. But it isn't there now. Looks good without it. If you decided you wanted to add it, I guess you could. Again, the paint on this car, the linearity, everything on it, you can't really find anything any nicer than this. This is it's just laser straight down the sides. I can't find anything that I can tell you. No indentures, no door dents, no marks, no scuffs, no scratches. It is a fresh paint job. Not that fresh, I can touch it. But it's very well applied, very nice. Back part of it, the tail light enclosures, which are usually deteriorated, these are not. They've been replaced. You can see that the chrome is absolutely show quality on them. And the same thing for the back bumper. This back bumper is as the front one was. It was just as sharp and clean and fresh as can possibly be. You can't get it any nicer than it is. And again, where these are usually deteriorated, this one is not. Two little tiny pits on this one. Nothing on this one. 442 designation. Your aluminum piece across the back. Oldsmobile, just as nice as you'd ever want to find. Normally these guys have two chrome round exhaust extensions. This person decided that he wanted the oval type, so that's what you get with it. It's a nice looking car. Okay, in the trunk area, and you can see this trunk is just as solid as a rock. There's nothing that you can fault the car for. There is no spare. We didn't get one, so you don't either. The splatter paint is just the way it was from the factory. It's been redone as the car was restored to that point, you know, which is just cosmetic restoration. That was it. Nice, clean inside the trunk. You can see the quarter panels original, floor pans. Everything on this car is original tin. It's a nice, straight car. Okay. Down the side, you can't see anything at all. Same thing, sharp as can be on your bottoms of the drop down. Same thing in the fender wells in the back. You can feel where in fact, it has the original undercoating. I can feel it in the other side too. On the inside of the fender well itself, where it transitions to the quarter panel, and they meet together here. And then, of course, you have your trim molding on it here, which has no indentures on it either. Nice car so far. I can't find anything to tell you that's negative on it. Not a single thing. Looks like a couple brooms fell against this drip rail, but nothing. You're not going to see them in the video. You're not going to see them in the still photography, but I'm telling you, they're there. Same thing, patina on this door handle, originality, so it is what it is. We'll show you the interior of this car in a separate little section here, but the original rocker panel moldings, everything on it is your kick panels. The interior appears to be all original on it. Quarter panels, none of that's been replaced. No cracks. I don't see any cracks in the dash. We'll go over it here again. Again, the trim around the, look where the back window and the front window meet. Straight and perfect alignment. Can't be any better. Same thing on this side. This piece of rubber also is I'm going to call it distressed. It's original. It has some light cracks in it. It's certainly sealing yet, and there's no reason for you to replace it. If it bothers you, I guess you can. Same thing on this side. You can see a little bit of, wear from years, attrition of the chrome on this wing area, but nothing that would keep you from buying the vehicle. Back part of the door alignment to the quarter panel, just like it was on the other side. Laser straight. And the same thing on the front. Look at that. I mean, how can you get any better than that? You just can't. Thing on the front here where it goes to the A-pillar, the same way. An aftermarket antenna. Rocker panels on this side, the stainless molding, absolutely perfect. You can't hit anything. Nothing's hit it through the years. You don't see any indentures on it. 442 designation on the front here, right front fender. We went over the whole car. I can't find any marks, scratches, dinghies, absolutely nothing on this car. All the trim pieces, your wheel well moldings, the front rear bumper, the chrome is show quality on them. The paint on this car is exemplary. It's very, very nice. If you wanted to buff it out and glaze it, you could probably make it shine a little bit more than it does, but it does a good job just the way it is right now. We'll open the hood and show you that. Okay, it appears to be the original 400 engine that came in this guy. It does have a couple aftermarket chrome additions to it. Your bracketry for the air conditioner, which does have factory air in it, you can see that. And also for the power steering brackets is all chrome plated, and the pulley itself, new alternator put on it. Big, I don't know what these were, 3 or 4 pass, at least a 3 pass, huge GM radiator in this guy. The fan is a flex fan. It looks like to be a 6-blade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6-blade flex fan on it. So you know this guy's going to stay cool. New master cylinder on it, power steering, power brakes, discs in the front, I'm pretty sure. You see chrome valve pan covers, the correct style air cleaner on it. It does not have a quadrajet on it. It has a Hawley on it. Now I'm going to guess it's a 650. I haven't checked the numbers to see what its airflow capacity is, but at any rate, it does have a Hawley on it now as opposed to a quadrajet. Core support, you can see it's never been subjected to any trauma whatsoever. It's all the original tin on this car. It's just been lightly dusted, and when I mean lightly dusted, I mean this was painted and this wasn't. So the same thing inside the doors. That's the original paint on the car. The original side of the fenders in the front, that's all original. It's a nice car. It has an MSD ignition system on it, obviously MSD plug wires and coil, and I'm sure a distributor too. Geez, I can't tell you too much about this car other than what we just went over. And the car really does have its original cowl tag on it, designating the color and the option for trim. And again, the front bumper, back bumper area. Look at this. I mean, there's not anything that you can complain about as far as fitment goes, or quality, or just quality. I mean, the chrome is exemplary. The paint is. The fitment, the way the doors close, the trunk area, a no rust vehicle that you're buying here at Autosport in Fox Chapel, 400 engine. It's a great looking car. You have to take a look at it. It's at Fox Chapel in Pennsylvania. Take a look at it. Yeah, we're going to do the interior. Okay, we have winter weather out here now, so we're going to do the best that we can. You know, we're not going to do a drive today, but we are going to show you, and the car does run exemplary. There's no issues whatsoever with this guy. But we're going to go over the interior. We showed you the under hood. We showed you the trunk area. We're going to show what we can on the interior and show you the originality that goes along with this. Okay, the dashboard, I can't feel any cracks or anything whatsoever on it. It's original console and shifter, the way Oldsmobile did them. It does have a set of aftermarket gauges, painted saffron yellow underneath the dash, the way it would have been. 442 mats in it. It does have black carpeting in it. The seats, I can't tell you that they're original. All I can tell you is they are like new. They have a little tiny bit of wear to them, but they do show to be original interior-wise. The headliner is definitely the original, and so is the sunshades on it. Your quarter pieces in the back are original. This is all nice. I mean, none of it is shrunk up or torn or coming loose at the seams. Everything on this car is nice. Door panels the same way. The armrests, little tiny bit of wear, but hardly any. I mean, nothing that is going to cause you to address anything on it. Black carpeting along the bottom to match the black carpeting in the car. Steering wheel has it has 4 cracks in it that I can see. Little cracks in it. I mean, again, if you wanted to fill them in, take it off, fill them in, and recondition the wheel, you could. But as it stands, the wheel itself is the original steering wheel that came on the car. It's just a nice car. Nice interior to it. Look at the bottom. Actually, show them the bottom of the doors, which the the doors have nice sharp edges on them. There's no repairs ever done on the bottoms of the doors themselves. You can look and see the door skins. There's absolutely none. This is all original. This stuff, and this is original paint on the interior here. And of course, it was dusted over. You can feel where there's a line. If you really wanted to go crazy on this thing, you could wet sand and buff it. It's probably not needed. This is better than the factory ever put on it, ever. It's a nice car. It has a great color combination. It runs well. It drives well. And guess what? It's available here for sale at Fox Chapel. And we're going to start it up for you, and you can hear what it sounds like.
Also do the lights while we're at it.
Yeah, we can. It's got some kind of fancy Mickey Mouse radio in it. But we don't do radios, so. Nice car. It runs good. It drives good. Stops well. There's absolutely nothing that you can fault this guy for. It's as aesthetically pleasing as you could ever find one. It's just a nice car. It presents itself very well. It's a great color combination. And it's going to be the perfect toy for somebody for this coming summer or even this winter. I wouldn't put snow tires on it, but you can still buy it now and then look forward to the good temperatures in the summer. It's available here at Fox Chapel Autosport. Call Anthony. He's got a whole slew of pictures to send you.